After years of speculation, denials, and countless rumors, the long-awaited entry of BMW into MotoGP appears to be on the brink of becoming a reality. For the first time in its storied history, the German automotive and motorcycle giant is preparing to stake its claim among the elite manufacturers in the world's premier motorcycle racing series, possibly as early as the 2027 season. At the center of this ambitious shift is Markus Flasch, the newly appointed head of BMW Motorrad, who assumed leadership in late 2024. Formerly the head of BMW's high-performance M division, Flasch is well known for his bold vision and unwavering passion for motorsport. According to reports, BMW has already started development on its MotoGP prototype. The bike, currently in its early stages, is rumored to feature a V4 850cc engine, in line with the upcoming 2027 regulation changes. Insiders suggest BMW's engineers are making rapid progress. Just yesterday, confirmation came that BMW has struck a preliminary agreement with Dorna to join the MotoGP grid in 2027, timed perfectly with the switch to more level 850cc machinery. It's been widely reported, backed by statements from Markus Flasch, BMW Motorrad's ambitious new CEO, that the rulebook shakeup offers a once-in-a-generation opportunity for a fresh factory entry. Behind the scenes, BMW has gone a step further. They've reportedly acquired Suzuki's MotoGP data, paying around 18 million euros for detailed engineering insights from Suzuki's last campaigns. That data will be crucial in accelerating BMW's development process, helping shape everything from engine architecture to chassis dynamics. It's a strategic move showing they're not merely dreaming, they're building. One of the early big shocks in the paddock was the signing of support from VR46, Valentino Rossi's satellite outfit. While not yet official, rumors strongly suggest BMW will partner with VR46 in the first phase, similar to how Aprilia partnered with Gresini before launching its full factory team. This would give BMW access to established race team infrastructure, allowing them to test, develop, and race under MotoGP conditions, without the crushing pressure of a full factory debut. While technical progress is vital, so is talent. BMW has begun assembling a development squad. Bradley Smith, former MotoGP podium finisher and KTM factory rider, has reportedly been brought in to support the test team, while Sylvain Guintoli, ex-Suzuki test rider and endurance champion, is leading R&D. These signings are no afterthought. They're central to BMW's blueprint for success. BMW's presence in MotoGP isn't entirely new. They've long been involved in a supporting role, sponsoring the BMW M Award for the season's top qualifier, and supplying official vehicles for the championship. But under Flasch's leadership, that passive role is evolving into something much more active. In interviews, he's repeatedly said, "Well-executed motorsport programs make a genuine contribution to brand strength and enthusiasm," and he sees MotoGP as a logical next step for BMW. The V4 850cc engine choice marks a significant shift for BMW, which traditionally favored inline-4 engines in its superbike programs. The MotoGP grid has proven the effectiveness of the V4 layout, and BMW is embracing that standard. One insider remarked, "It all depends on the regulations," noting that the V4 will also serve as a test bed for future street bike technology. All this preparation points to a serious effort for 2027. But what about riders? The most discussed name is Toprak Razgatlioglu, BMW's world superbike superstar. Though he is now signed with Prima Pramac Yamaha for 2026 to make his MotoGP debut, many believe this is a transitional step before returning to BMW when their prototype is ready. In a fresh interview, Razgatlioglu said, "Moving to MotoGP as a 3-time world superbike champion is my biggest dream for this year." In another recent clip, he added, "I will do a steady year in 2026, then in 2027, my talent can shine through with all new bikes, etc." These words strongly suggest a long-term plan aligned with BMW's timeline. It's widely believed that 2026 will serve as an acclimatization year for him, after which he could return as the face of BMW's MotoGP campaign. Timing couldn't be better. The 2027 rule changes, shorter engine capacity, sustainable fuel mandates, aerodynamic restrictions, and universal GPS data sharing are all designed to level the field, reduce costs, and make MotoGP more enticing to new manufacturers. In this environment, a prepared newcomer like BMW can leapfrog more cautious competitors. The big question remains, will BMW aim for immediate success or focus on gradual progress? Industry experts caution against expecting podiums overnight. Building a competitive factory team takes years of groundwork, logistics, suppliers, talent acquisition, and relentless development. Dorna has already emphasized that new manufacturers should begin by partnering with existing teams rather than stretching the grid too early. Still, all signs point to BMW checking every necessary box. They've entered an agreement with Dorna for a 2027 debut, purchased MotoGP data from Suzuki to fast-track R&D, committed to a V4 850cc engine targeting 240 horsepower, partnered with VR46 for their initial racing infrastructure, signed experienced development riders, and positioned Razgatlioglu for a future return to their squad. If all goes according to plan, BMW prototypes could be seen testing on track by early 2026, with wildcard appearances likely ahead of their full factory debut in 2027. This won't be just a branding exercise, it's the culmination of years of strategic planning, engineering investment, and competitive ambition. Perhaps by 2028 or 2029, we'll be speaking of BMW as regular contenders, reshaping the pecking order alongside Ducati, Aprilia, KTM, Honda, and Yamaha. The next 2 seasons will be intense, filled with testing, development, and speculation. But one thing is clear, BMW isn't just showing interest, they're preparing to leave a mark. With German precision, MotoGP passion, and the winds of regulation at their back, BMW isn't just entering the sport, they're aiming to redefine it. But will that ambition translate to podiums, or will MotoGP prove a tougher battlefield than expected? What do you think? Is BMW ready to conquer MotoGP, or is the Premier class an entirely different beast? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear your take. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the history and evolution of legendary motorcycles, from vintage Hondas to cutting-edge hyperbikes, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to SK for more exciting content. Ride safe, dream big, and stay tuned for our next story. Goodbye.